Yinarai assassini airport in my moja nananu shegu edigu on my
It's here for me mobi bi akwaba eba Melodies TV so. Say yenya Ghana still. Asemba kwa eguswa trende President Akufo Addo. Say ensemwa abase ne yere ene Bawumia yere say yituomo. Now this is the second time John Dramani Mahama Wakasa on this particular issue. Now utumi hu ne say asem ya asem bia akọ Mahama square pa asem la she Mahama into Wakasa won sem ne ho. Na Mahama tro article 10 bi me read atremo, and he made a damning revelation. Mahama tre say sa asem we enye nde ene baaye. Ya asem bia as far back as Rollins time na asem we asem bia ewo ho. Na sa time no na Mahama ene President Akufo Addo nia no na eyade a wo mo ye MPs na wo mo wo parliament. Enti Mahama atrese assembly baaye na mbra assembly baaye no sa time no wo hwe President Akufo Addo se ne wo lead debate atrese nano ye ne se President Akufo Addo nano ne brofo de ede se ne wo lead debate wo de nano ekasa ye wo debate vigorously against this particular thing. Sa time no ono Mahama na ene wan say ende de President Akufo Addo ababa bedane president ama ade a wono we debate against no ende de wono mu epese wo implement na ye disika no etia eye ne yere na yenko enkrata Mahama wato. This is the official website for John Dramani Mahama. You can see johnmahama.org. Now what was the first lady's salary? John Mahama disagrees. Or say the issue of handling spouses of political office holders is not a new one. It has engaged the attention of all governments since the advent of the Fourth Republic. Into say what since the Fourth Republic, idea bia obia wobeba so bia as a year president no asem we asem bia na say e wo se nipa kro no e square eba na ye de asem na akwa akoto eba na yaba be ye debate na de asem na akwa akoto. It was say under various administrations, considering their sensitive positions, there had to be a consideration of how to support the spouses of the president and the vice president in fulfilling the roles that our modern democracies expect them to play, such as empowering women, girl-child education, reproductive health issues, teenage pregnancy, assistance to widows, fighting early marriage, preventing mother-to-child transmission of HIV, STEM for girls, and even as far as the welfare of grandmothers banished to witch camps. Also, the practice thus far has been that some expenses of the spouses of the president and vice president in carrying out their expected roles are funded by the office of the president. This includes fueling of vehicles, security, clerical staff, stationery, hosting of local and foreign guests, and all such expenditures. Now, asemwa Mahama eka bebia wodi free etrese wo hwe mampenyine abedietire wo moyere no ma ade bia wo mo ba wo mo nso ewo enisuade hu ni bia eya no mo pese wo mo eye na wo mo efa sa enisuade hu no na wo mo eya esanse sike bia ni wa na wo mo nje salary ninti eya na sika no etai beto eye president ne so. And rightfully so, me amiti hey Melodies amiti hoy. Se me yere kwa ya dia. At least me misika me boa. Yemfa ne se me ne me yere wo fie. Na ya appoint me as ebia YouTube penyi. Ati ase e wo Ghana ha se. Sabe YouTube for no. Wo mo nka se o Melodies ya appoint as YouTube penyi ni nti no wo yere nso ye betua ne ka. Inti sa me yere nso pese wo ye bibi na wo bo amansan wo kire nkrofo se ne ye YouTube na no wo di sika na wo de ye anyway a esanse wo ye me yere ni nti eye me sika na me de bebo ano obi a wo ga na ha bia awaware bia anim wo yere hia mbo na wo di usika na abo ano ye nka sa adwuma ya appoint wo ni nti no wo yere nso ye ma ne salary. Inti Mahama akasa ansem no o say the distinction must be made. However, that this is separate from allowances payable to spouses of the president, vice president, former vice president, and former heads of state. It's Mahama epese waka say senya enkrofo pese wo mo de ade no eye politics on pese mo say oh allowance na wo mo gine no ane, and I've explained that thing extensively on this particular channel. Metre mo say MPP fuo bi nsem a wo mo kan wo mo pese mo kire say sa allowance no ne o mo gide da and ye pese ye formalize ne ye ne salary no. Mahama tre say e wo say ye yes a distinction no, it is not the same thing. See, in the first government of the Fourth Republic, the Rawlings administration, some recommendations were made to provide allowances to the spouses of the president and vice president, and additionally, as a gesture of reconciling with our past, the spouses of former president and heads of state. Also, since this and me can say no waha, me mamoti I said the reason why Rawlings, what this idea nearby I say president ni abedi etire. Womo yerenom ye more allowance Rawlings ne de buy. The reason why they buy and say once a Ghana na a free military regime. Na some military regime na ye free mo aba no presidents bebre e wo ho ana heads of states bebre wo ho a ye kun womo into womo yerenom na womo hia mboa. Into Rawlings e de saade no e buy. Rawlings this saade no buy no ka say well and ye head of state bia yere. Yenye den ye more allowance because ebia ni kunu no ye head of state ya boni tue kuno ana coup d'etat bi esi ema wo mo finances no emu asai nti sa ban fande no wo mo sa allowance na e ya de bia at least it can even help them. Nti no na Mahama kan wa ha say as a gesture of reconciling with our past. Yesterday I told you the genesis of that. Now so I was say since this conversion was established by the Rawlings administration, issues in respect of allowance of the spouse of the president and vice president and spouses of former presidents and head of states have largely been handled administratively and provided for under the budget of the office of the president. It comes under the budget of office of the president. Into when say Ghana, you can say office of the president, you the $10 million for a year, and you call office of the president. Sika president wo mo twemu nina wo mo yerenom ebeji allowances nia just because of our past ninti no. You the current president no ne budget ho. Also this week, a raging issue that has generated passionate debate among many Ghanaians, both on social media and in the traditional media space, TV and radio, has been in respect of a report confirmed by government that the spouses of President Nana Addo Akufo Addo and Vice President Dr. Bawumia are to be placed on a monthly salary at the level of a cabinet minister. Also, we are told that the 7th Parliament of the Republic of Ghana, which was dissolved at the midnight of January 2021, approved the recommendation in the report of the Presidential Committee on Emoluments for Article 71 office holders, January 2017 to December 2020, chaired by Professor Yao Ntiamwa Beidu. Also, the news, particularly at this time of austerity, has generated some level of outrage among the populace, and I can understand the anger of those opposing the recommendation of the Ntiamwa Beidu Committee and its subsequent approval by Parliament. Na Mahama kasa bebre nsɛm a wɔka no ɛne sɛ nansenya say saa nsɛm we nyina yɛ nsɛm bi a yɛaka ɛwɔ channel we so ɔse nansenya wɔte hɔ ane sɛ wate ɛna aban mpanyifoɔ nso aba be confirm sɛ yɛayɛ adwen sɛ yɛba betua President Akufo Addo na yere ɛne Bawumia yɛba betua ɔmoka na ne nyina no committee a yɛsɛte yɛ on Article 71 office holders no and at the past parliament or more approve it. Now the Mahama eka and say was it this is a moment of austerity. Now will because a moment of austerity not to say something that is severe, difficult economic conditions created by government measures. What you say? Inti say abino sebe why na adwin say oh Ghana ye ho atre yen inti ye tete nyama bi so economy ni mu ayedin What you say? Rightfully so. After COVID, no, the reason why I catch and say ye introduce COVID tax or say the well, yeah, as someone I can no say economy no ayedin. After COVID no Ghana economy no ayedin into no womo pa and show and no mu introduce COVID tax no. Into Mahama someone walk no say ohwe embra ya catch and say economy no mo ayedin. Na afei yesi ye ba betua President Akufo Addo na yere ene Bawumia yere ye ba betua omo monthly salary na ya ade bia entwa ye. It should be made clear also that the recommendation in respect of spouses in the Ntiamwa Bedu Committee report, which covers the years January 7th, 2017 to January 6th, 2021, is solely in respect of the spouses of President Akufo Addo and Vice President Bawumia. Or say Ghana Fonso, I was say ye clear because in Crawford can't say say we can ya Mahama so yiri benyabi ya pass a year president's wives in Subenyabi. Mahama say ye clear na Ghana Fontia say omo a wo mo benya sa salary no ye Bawumia yiri ene Akufo Addo yiri pe atame osiri anya dia wo benya. And I've heard some people also say that make this is the first time I'm hearing this. This is the first time because me so me say ne ye can say the past a year presidents no wo mo wives no and omo so benya. But Mahama can was it covers the years January 7, 2017 to January 6, 2021, which is solely in respect of the spouses of President Akufo Addo and Vice President Bawumia. Inti Bawumia ne Akufo Addo yere pen e benya scan inti wakoti wo baby say Mahama yere nso benya bi and the Atame osiri benya bi na your friend saying Rollins yere benya bi a Mahama say sa asem na ye ntro ye Bawumia yere Semira ene Rebecca, Madam Rebecca, ya mami, omupenu mbenya. Also, the challenge, however, is that the spouses of the president and vice president are not captured among Article 71 office holders, and therefore there is no legal or constitutional basis for it. And this is the reason why Abronye were they asem na courts, because it is illegal. And Makasa asem no. It's Mahama so can say there is no legal or constitutional basis. Mo amoka say melodies and they all can say illegal. No say Mahama so you that same word. Or say there is no legal. Now there be any legal basis behind and actually say it is illegal because it has no legal basis. That's another word, synonym. Or say it should be noted that the recommended salaries for the spouses and then spouses make kind of spouses here. Move on, chemi. Also, it should be noted that the recommended salaries for the spouses in the Ntiamwa Bedu report are captured as part of the emoluments of the president and vice president. This seems like an attempt to sneak the first and second ladies into the Article 71 office holders group. This is clearly problematic. The Mahama Eka and say reports no, what they call parliament no, what they call shemu as President Akufo Addo mom. Now so echire no na ye de ne yere no ene Bawumia yere no so de akwa akoshe echire. I see it is an attempt to sneak the first and second ladies into the Article 71 office holders. Na eye how kese pa asemo Mahama Eka no. Na owie ye no say indeed the Ntiamwa Bedu committee rightly makes the case on page 51 of its report as follows. The committee notes that neither Article 71 nor any of the provisions in the Constitution bestows benefits on spouses of president and vice president. Similarly, no legislation mentions what the state should provide for spouses of president and vice president. Mahama say, "O steady committee nangasa wamo kra tro wamo report mu say Article 71 and who adwuma wamo ye no yamfa president ne yere and the vice president yere anka ho." Inti question is say committee no omo report aba and a report no in page 51 of the report. You see a 113 page report. In page 51 of the report say aba na committee nankasa throw page 51 say oh say adine kra president yere and the vice president yere omu ni mu a e ba na say na ade no ko do parliament no president yere and the vice president yere omu din yeshim. Your guess is as good as mine. Mahama Sansu bisa question bi wa ha. I say because it's getting long, I want to cut it short. I say, and why did Parliament also approve, as has been reported, this recommendation without a review. Now, and this comes to a point I've been making on this channel. Mama Mwati say, why embra? Ya to abawie ye Ghana yenya hang parliament no be yeah a special broadcast eka say this is the best system we could ever have in this country, especially with parliament, because me Mama Mwati say we share so far Ghana from Rawlings time to Kufuor time to Mahama time, Atamil's time to Mahama time. We share now will be what is to be an enya and your friends say Akufo Addo first time. The first time no more approve is that way. We just our time nini na. Now one more parliament no. One more na one majority wa parliament. It even say Akufo Addo na wini, ne Nkrofo na majority, clear majority. Mahama na wini, ne Nkrofo na clear majority. Rawlings ne Nkrofo clear majority, Kufuor ne Nkrofo clear majority. Atamils ne Nkrofo clear majority. It is our time no. Na idea bia into share all those years and then time a Ghana ye boy a bro because assembly be free executive be be pass it. And this is an example. And never trust say parliament now wo motina no enya yen hunti no motina ho enya yen hunti because assem every executive ho e ba ne de ko ho a assem no when I say e be boa Ghana fo ana boa Ghana fo no omo be pass it. Inti no na Mahama ebisa say inti parliament a wo mu ni membra e ba ne sen e no mo hwe ye e ma de we ye pass ye. And it is the explanation I gave some time ago. And he Mahama ne krano wo kasa ti so onim nan so ni Mahama picture here original FO. This is just by the way. Mahama picture here original ho pa won say nia as we original fit sano. Mahama body asemo. Okay. This is just by the way. But wo hu ono Mahama ne krano time oyebi. Because the time no majority into assembly or the bebano oh me pass ama no into no so be bisa question we ya me so me bisa say Mahama oh Kasate said the nim you've been a president before your time you did same so why are you speaking as if you don't know what's going on I say into no na da ho no now yanko baby what can ye about what can say be breje Mahama throw what throw yanko President Akufo Addo no now any I say I recall that I entered the 4th Republic Parliament in the same year as President Nana Akufo Addo. It was a one no any Akufo Addo na call Parliament or more than MP the same year. I say as a young MP, I remember we debated an amendment to the Assets Declaration Law to expand its ambit. One of the groups targeted for addition was spouses of public office holders, including the President, Vice President, ministers, among others. Leading those who vehemently opposed the inclusion of spouses was President Akufo Addo. I remember one of the main thrusts of his argument was that a spouse could not have known that their partner would end up in high office at the time they got married. It would therefore be unfair to subject them to the hazards of an assets declaration regime. It would be in the Hansard somewhere. I say, have the chickens come home to roost? A spouse may not have known that their partner would end up in high office at the time of marriage. So, would it not be unfair to bestow upon them salaries as part of their husband's emolument in office? And Mahama is asking a very valid question here. What's the embra or better than MP? Omo your margin say okay, assets declarations. That time omo ye embra say answer na obe babe hold public office say we Ghana has na say we declare our assets. Until no declare assets no na oba aban mu for 4 years. Na afa ye hu ne say wakwa akoto edan wa trasako wakwa go ne hu ne say krono nsem bia bem. Na saa time no womo your margin say womo de eyerenom ebeka on because ebia na obi akwa akọ wi adan. Wo ye aban nipa o na wakwa akọ wi adan. Na so declare asset na wonu own declare. Ana say waba be dane aban nipa no. Wakwa akọ wi adan no de ahye ebia na yere no ni din mu. Into omo ka say well womo ma eyere no so declare na President Akufo Addo oppose that particular argument o debate here strongly and ka say dabi ana nipa koi obesi den say nikunu wo be ba be dane MP ana wo be ba be hold high office inti adenti na wo say mo de eyere no eka ho eyere no de mamo for mo nka ho inti Mahama bisa say ba ne say na nda de wo be dane president ne de wo yere de obese ye de ne ka ho ne ye tia ne ka. Inti ano na waka no brofu mu say have the chickens come home to roost. ɛna ɔde to aso no. Ɔsɛ finally, it has also been indicated that the first and second ladies have been receiving allowances from 2017 to date. Should the government choose to ignore the cries of the citizenry, as seems to be the pattern of the day, steps must then be taken to ensure that the committee's recommendations are not retroactively applied, leading to double payments. As John Dramani Mahama, Asemo Waka and say, from 2017, President Akufo Addo, ne yere ene Bawumia yere, allowance ne de yade wo moje de dada. But sisi a yesanso pese yesanso bed back de ti wo mo allowances no emo mo biom. Eno obisa say adentia, and this will lead to double payment. Asemo Mahama Waka no. Inti no etiefo mo tre mo adwen e wo comment box ni mo medase.